When did he start dating her? 6 months ago, was slow, really? And you know this? Why don't you leave him? How can you forget that he's married man with a baby? You should put two divorce paper on his face. He doesn't care about you or he cares to get back with that bitch. Why are you still with him? I don't know, I love him. Still, you love him, are you crazy? Leave him, Brian. I will change him on his face. Well, and what did you say? You will change him? He is with her and you are talking like a dumb. Just leave him, honey. He's my everything. I don't have anyone. Nobody does without anyone. And look what he gives you in return. You left your parents for him. Your parents were ready for you and I married him. But still you are saying that you can't live with him. He's a cheater. She is his ex whom he loved the most. He promised that he would never look at another woman. All were beautiful lies. Fine, I can't see suffering like this. Leave him, believe me, you will find a better man than him. He's tired. He's third class man. Please do care about yourself. Don't destroy yourself for that selfish man. How could you do this? Focus on yourself. Think about it. This is not good. After leaving me, you will be happiest person. Leave this toxic marriage. I can feel your pain, but believe me, you will get easy after taking one stand. But why is doing this? Am I ugly? No, you are not. You are the most beautiful girl I have ever seen. He was one of them. You don't have to feel ugly just because of him. I want him to leave or we will be happy again. Are you crazy? Just leave him. He's cheating on you. How many times do I have to tell you think about yourself? And he told me to stay away from you because he knows that. He knows that I will make you leave that shitty person. He thinks that he can do what he wants because he's a man and he takes care of family. No, he's nothing. He's leaving and wait for the chaos. What if he didn't get her and got married to her instant? That's impossible. Okay, but still I know I can live. Shut up, why can't you? Huh? You are not weak. If you can live with someone, why can't you? You have everything. You are well educated, stable, and you are afraid of anyone. I just take one step for you. At 9, honey went back and I was sitting silent. She started to behave like a dead person. He entered by smiling and holding the bouquet of flowers for her. She looked at him and this is for my beautiful wife. She paused the face and grabbed him, trying to. He kissed her cheek and sit and eat. He nodded and suddenly she started serving while he didn't. He started to behave like a different person. Sometimes he was so happy and sometimes he was so angry. Sometimes his behavior became so fake, Vivian could sense everything he was doing. Where were you? I was at saw nothing else. You stared at him. Why are you staring at me like that? You don't believe me? Why are you thinking I'm not cheating? I didn't say that you're cheating. Yeah, I know, but I just make it clear you are my wife and don't want another woman except you. Okay, she sat beside him and started eating without telling. She didn't know why she was not asking. Her mind was possessed. Everything was clear to her. The fragrance, the behavior and everything. Late nights out, going earlier. He was never like this. He was a good and loving husband, but all changed. She came in and her son was sitting while playing with the toy. She smiled and sat him beside him. He was a 5 years old boy, her heartbroken even after seeing him. She didn't want him to grow up with that with dwarf papers. Django came into romance because left without saying a word words. Her son showed her things and he was an innocent boy. He was a hold in his heart. Wow, this is amazing. I want to show this to my dad, but he always leaves without looking at me. He doesn't love me. No, he loves you so much. He was terrified for his love. Don't worry, we'll see this tomorrow. Okay, she kissed him and they both sat there. She got him and grabbed his cell phone and opened it. Her hands were shivering, her heart was pounding while opening the message, but still she got it. Braveness and opened the messages and her heart broke. Her heart was bent. Called the dirty talks and dirty talking bad about fans. He looked at him and couldn't believe that he could show this. And Fanny was right when put the cell phone back and at that and she discussed she was ready to divorce him for what she'd seen. She just wanted to run from him after knowing he thought about her. She became tired of pretending happy. Happy it was his ex whom he loved the most, not her. The next day she was sitting here while staring outside. He came and one I will be late today. I will sleep. So she looked at me, you are late every day, which day you come earlier. Why don't I do my work? You know my work is so important. And what happened to you? You are not like this. Yes, I was not like this, a weak person. I'm going, leave, love you. He kissed her forever. She didn't say the word back and he hesitated, walked out. Why started to hesitate when he made a choice? He chose her and cheated on me. He doesn't have the right to behave like this. He wanted me to doubt him. But he doesn't know I know everything. At first I thought it was all my bad fault, but then I found out the day he was so heartbroken. She came into the school to pick her son. He ran towards her and hugged her. She picked him up while smiling, the only person whom she didn't want to lose now. She walked towards her car and suddenly she looked at him and it was Young. Jung, her old friend. She smiled at Jung. She walked towards her and why will you come back? When will you? A week ago I came here to pick my niece. Nice to meet you. And you became handsome. Well, how's your marriage going with him? It's good. See Young. Hated Jung so much because they got in many fights. Okay, I'm going to have to see you again. Okay, bye. They turned and started walking towards their cars. She came back and looked at the date. Their anniversary was coming, so she made a plan. She started to decorate everything and also divorce papers. She believed that he would not regret it because his love was fake and he was happy with her. She packed the gifts and ordered everything. She tried to act not to let him know. She wanted to give him a surprise in the heart. She was afraid that in grief she loved him with her whole heart, but she didn't want to live with him. While on the other hand, what are you thinking? Why do you start to behave like this? Do you start thinking about wine, huh? He looked at her and didn't say anything. Forget it, and you know my birthday is coming. So let's go on a date that day. He was so quiet. Junk, what's wrong with you? Are you regretting now? You can't regret loving me. I will start crying if you say no, I'm not regretting. Yeah, I know. You still love me, and you know I hate being here. I'm not. So think about this. I can't live like this. What do you want? Of course you have to leave, but he stayed silent. We will have kids and marry. Aaron I knew that he would come back later. She checked his everything and found her lost things. She wanted them. She put all the things given by them on their place because she didn't want to take any of that. She fixed his clothes and slowly started to pack hers. She just wanted everything to end up perfectly. She didn't believe that she would leave that as it was her choice. After 1 month, today was their anniversary. He was in a hurry and forgot about their panic anniversary. He dropped his son at the school and she decorated everything at home. She did everything perfectly. She made the cake and his favorite dish. She put the frame in between the table and also put the reverse paper cover in front. Her heartbeat was increased as she just wanted to cry. She was in hurry, hurt and unable to think about anything. She sat down and started waiting for the magic. He came back with the son because today decided to pick him up from school. She called the photos because she didn't want to get hurt after seeing those memories. So they were oh, very happy. He was a Colgate carrying us, and she always told her why did he change? He could be a reason, rude baby, but not changing. Why can't he live like this? She believed that after the divorce she would never fall in love. She made her mind to live single after that. It was hard for her to move on. Her eyes became so heavy after crime lovers, but when someone chose to neglect you, he would never notice you. She waited for him. Now it was the timing of sun. Picking up, she called him, but he didn't pick up the call. She looked at the clock and it was very late. Her son was and she didn't leave and she became worried. She kept calling, but he didn't pick up the call. She waited for one, but then she started to go there to pick him by herself. She came out of the car and stopped after seeing the scene in front of her eyes. Many parents were standing by holding their children. She walked towards the school and was about to, but a car stopped. But there's a fire inside. Stop! I can't go inside. But my son is inside. Just wait. Her heart was pounding, and she called him where his number was up. She was so worried. She called him and he didn't wake up the call. She stood up while crying while team called them to rescue her son. The whole school was on fire. It was hard for find him. Her son was sitting in the corner while looking at the fire. He was left alone because father didn't come to pick him up time. His tears were pouring as he didn't stop. He was calling his mother with fear. There was no one except him in the class. Mom, please save me. He wiped his tears. Once heart was stopped pounding and she was standing there looking at the building. She could sense that her son was in danger. She wanted to run inside the building, but they didn't let her. They were rejecting the children and everyone came out except her son. She worried walked towards the officer. My son is inside. You haven't saved him. We are trying, but we need someone. Yes, she again called him and messaged him. While on the other hand, Janku was sitting peacefully and they were having dinner. They were on date. She was so happy he even bought an expensive gift and she was so happy that he gave her a favorite thing. He completely forgot about his son. She got up and it is off. He opened it and his heart dropped after taking the message. When he cooked up everything and ran it. What happened, Janko? He didn't say a word and just ran out. So Leon was very confused. It was 3 years since one was there. The whole school was empty according to police as they tried too hard to find her, but they didn't know where he was hiding the locker because he was away. One was trying to see her son. It was always mistake that he didn't come to become out time. Everyone's going back to the house, but she was standing there. He came out of the car and looked at the building, but he ran to her. Where is young? He looked at him with tears and he ran inside the school and the girls ran behind him. There was nothing left inside except that was as the guard came with the dead body of her son. He came in front of he came and put it in front of her. She looked at his son and she couldn't recognize her. Her heart sank. After seeing she sat down on the ground, stretched his face. She looked at his and didn't believe what happened. Her tears didn't first stop. She started crying gladly while holding her son's dead body. 1 day later, she was standing in front of her son because while Janku was standing behind her, her eyes was full. I wish you died that day instead of him. You should die him. Her birthday was more important than than your own son. She's more important than yours. And if I know this will stop your drama, you should have flown that on time. I picked him up on time, but there was no fire. Wish you know this love when he was alive. You always distance yourself from me. Never show me affection. I will never forgive you. Just go and live your life. And the son divorce which was on the table. I just don't want to see your face. I hate you. My hate for you will never stop. I hope you die. Her words were very harsh. His hard work on everybody. He tried to talk to her, but she walked out because she was where he didn't want to see his face. After 6 months, one was sitting ever looking at her son for she wiped her tears. She regretted why she didn't go there on time. She had and she didn't forget that she was so much suffering. Jung was sitting here while looking at his as was one of the flashes roaming in his mind. He took so many places me but didn't go to catch a sleepy at and he made just happy family. His head was spinning, his eyes covered with dark circles. He couldn't bear the pain of breaking his family. He blamed himself for dying his son. It was hard for him to bear everything. He couldn't bear the pain of leaving him. And she looked at his living and took them while taking them. His feet was ringing in winter. Her son was in his mental had got distracted. Wanted to lose memory. Janko, what have you done to me? Got up and get out. He grabbed her by her. He hardly smashed her when she was trying to free Janko. Stop me. He wasn't. You distract your family but yourself. I'm not alone. This. She pushed him and looked at me. You were with me. You should ignore my message, Daddy. But you started talking to me. Now putting all blame on me. And you became a mental patient. She said while holding her sword. If you try her, then she get out of fear. She angrily walked in while holding her sword. She again sat down on the floor while holding his head. She was right. I wish I could go back to in time to change everything. I want my happiness back. I made a mistake. I want my happy family back. He was sobbing while looking at the photos, but there was nothing but a regret for him. After 2 years, one was coming while holding hand of her own father. Her family was so happy for her. Janko was standing there staring at her. He wasn't worried, but he wanted to see her getting married to Sajang. She finally moved on, but he didn't forget the pain of her son. Janko seemed to be left at that moment. So she walked towards her and they got married. Janko walked her while having tears in his eyes. He couldn't see her with anyone else. His heart broke and he regretted. He decided to leave the community, never to see her again.